Yes, great stuff. We're going to talk about what actually is emotional eating. I mean, we think of it as being quite a big label to put on ourselves, but really it's a very ordinary activity. And we, last night I told this little story about how um, I went to live in Venice once, and I remember my Italian boyfriend taking me to have a little coffee, and he'd say, like, right, we'll have a little coffee, have a couple of coffees, and then later on in the day, like, I fancy a glass of wine. And then he explained, like, this is how we do it. We go up and then we bring ourselves back down. And I kind of think that emotional eating is like this. It's an attempt to use food as if it can kind of regulate our state. It can kind of, if we're feeling a bit jittery and above home base, it can bring us back down. If we're feeling a bit low, heavy, depressed, down, it can kind of give us a lift. In reality, it doesn't really do any of that. All it does is distract us a little bit from the emotion at hand. And it happens in two ways. There are two kinds, right? One is trying to numb or distract us from an uncomfortable feeling. You get to 4 o'clock in the afternoon and you feel so tired and fed up, you reach for a Kit Kat, right? And the second way that emotional eating happens is to try and create or fast track positive or pleasant feelings. We use food to try and make us feel together, intimate, bring us together, affirm our relationships with people. We use food to signal that we're relaxing. This person stretched out on the sofa with her crisps. Yay, it's relaxed time. And she's got a glass of wine. That's kind of like an example for me, how I used to drink to kind of almost be able to press a button and say, right, relaxing now, right? And that's really what we're doing with emotional eating. Emotional eating is everything that happens when we're not really hungry. You can guarantee that even if it feels like it's habit, even if it feels like I just want it, it's got a thought and an emotion behind it. Make sense? Okay. Next video, we're going to talk about the most common emotional eating emotions. And that is not according to any kind of survey. This is just my experience from the last 10 years of practicing and coaching people one-to-one as an eating psychology coach. Okay, see you in that vid.